Hi, good morning. Thank you for joining me. This is a presentation on the human factors on AI course, and I'm going to talk about the solution that we're proposing here, which is about designing an ethical and privacy-conscious ML-based data quality solution. We're calling it Data Guardian, so that's the solution that we are building. In terms of the introduction, so this is our objective. I think the intent is to outline the design, the user experience, privacy, and ethical implications of a data quality ML solution. As I mentioned, it's being called Data Guardian. On the agenda would be the problem statement and task analysis. It would be the user experience design that we'd like to take you through, and also the ethical considerations. The primary goal is to create an automated data quality monitoring tool that is not only effective, but is also responsible and is user-friendly. And hopefully by the end of the presentation, you can see how the proposed solution can be effective in providing data quality management in an organization. So let's move on to the problem statement and the task analysis. The problem at hand is about maintaining data quality at scale in a modern, complex data ecosystem. I think that's always a challenge that organizations always struggle with data quality across their various systems. The data ecosystems are quite complex. They're no longer simple enough. Um, and the challenge of that becomes that you have inaccurate insights because you don't have good data quality, and that leads to poor decision making. The data guardian, as we are calling it, it focuses on 5 key tasks. The first one is around automated monitoring across various data sources. So your data sources could be databases, data warehouses, data lakes, you name it. We try and connect to it, and we try and monitor the quality across that. The other one would be anomaly detection using advanced machine learning algorithms. So we try and identify, if we ever identify an anomaly within a data source, we try and identify that. There's, of course, root cause analysis, which is quite key in a data quality solution to quickly identify the source of the data issues across a data pipeline. So let's imagine you've ingested data and then you're transforming it, and then you suddenly start to see some data quality issues. You should be able to trace that back all the way to where it originated. So that's essential. Of course, you need timely alerts and notifications to keep all of your data stakeholders informed whenever you identify a data quality issue. Then you do need historical tracking and reporting of data quality metrics for long-term insights. So those are the tasks that we would be focused on. And the analysis, the task analysis, essentially reveals 3 critical insights, right? That there's a pressing need for real-time processing and alerting to catch issues as they occur. That the users, they require explainable anomaly detection for them to be able to trust and act on the system's findings. And finally, it needs seamless integration with existing data infrastructure, because you can't say that you have to build your data platforms again or your data and analytics solutions again in order for this to fit in. You have to have seamless integration with the proposed data quality solution, and therefore it needs to be done that way. We'll move on to user experience design. The user experience is hopefully at the heart of the Data Guardian's design. Let me walk you through the key elements. First, I think the idea is that we should be creating a clean, intuitive dashboard interface. The users should be able to quickly log in and be able to grasp the quality of their data at a glance. They shouldn't have to rummage through anything to identify where they have data quality issues. One of the standout features that we're proposing is an automated setup and configuration using ML. It should hopefully reduce the time and expertise which is needed to onboard your data source. the solution should provide clear visualizations of data quality metrics and anomalies, therefore making it easier to spot issues and identify trends. There should be there should be interactive elements that allow the users to dive deep into issues that are detected, promoting through investigation and resolution. And lastly, as I've mentioned before, there has to be seamless integration with existing data platforms. These could be the ones which are out of the market, which is like Snowflake, BigQuery, Redshift, or anything on Azure, or anything that you've built internally, so that Data Guardian could fit smoothly into the existing workflows that you may have. So that's the general user experience design that we've thought about. Then when we talk about how we include AI specific considerations, we've thought about that as well. So for example, in inputs and outputs, what we've done is we've implemented automated data profiling to determine appropriate checks without manual setup. So this goes back to what we were saying earlier, that we'd use AI to automate the onboarding of data sources. And our output clearly presents the detected anomalies and the severity of the anomaly that we have identified. Transparency is crucial in AI systems. We have to use explainable AI techniques to clarify why an anomaly was flagged and provide detailed information on the types of checks that have been performed. In order to communicate uncertainty, we include confidence scores for our anomaly detection, and we could use visual cues like color coding to indicate the severity and certainty levels of the data quality that we have identified. And of course, we need feedback loops. So feedback loops have been built. The users, they can flag false positives or false negatives. And the idea is that the system continuously learns from this feedback in order to improve the detection accuracy over time. So that's what we have considered as part of the AI specific considerations on the user experience. Now let's talk about the key features of Data Guardian. I think one of the things, as I've already mentioned, is the setup, the usage of AI, of ML in terms of the setting up of the data quality solution. So there's automated monitoring. There's no need for manual setup of the data quality rules. The AI that we have, it figures out what to check and it configures the data quality solution accordingly. We have ML-powered anomaly detection. We identify unusual patterns and outliers that the rules-based systems might miss. So as a user, you could set up a rule, but there could be something that actually gets flagged up as part of the ML powered anomaly detection solution that or feature that we've built in. There's of course root cause analysis. We've spoken about that. So the Data Guardian, it should pinpoint specific rows or columns which are causing issues, and hopefully that speeds up the resolution. We've also built time series analysis, so we can detect seasonal patterns and trends, providing context for the anomaly as to why an anomaly is occurring. There's schema change detection, so any unexpected structural change in the data from the data source, that's immediately flagged. I've spoken about integration with data platforms, but we've also provided integration with data catalogs like Elation or the Azure data catalog, which is Purview. So we've provided integrations with that. It of course enhances the metadata and the lineage information, and it provides a much more comprehensive view of the data ecosystem. And finally, we have thought about collaborative workflows where team members can easily investigate and resolve issues together within the platform that they have identified. So these are some of the key features of Data Guardian. Moving on to the privacy considerations. Of course, privacy is paramount when we are dealing with sensitive business data. We've thought about some ways that we can address these concerns. There's a potential that we could be accessing sensitive business data, and there's a risk of exposing personal information when we are performing our data quality checks. To mitigate this, we implement strict data handling protocols. Within the solution, we follow the principle of data minimization. Wherever it is possible, we only analyze or gather aggregated statistics. We only analyze the metadata which is needed, therefore reducing the exposure to the raw data. All the user data is stored and processed securely with the state-of-the-art encryption. There's encryption at rest and at motion. We of course compliant, or we will be compliant with the major privacy laws such as GDPR, CCPA, and PIPEDA. And if there is any healthcare related information, if your data sources have that, then we of course will be compliant with industry specific regulations such as HIPAA for processing of any healthcare data. Compliance measures, they include data processing agreements with our customers. We do regular security audits. We have clearly defined data retention and deletion policies, and any support that is needed for data residency requirements, we will be adhering to those as well. There's of course a need to stay compliant with any evolving privacy regulations, so we stay committed to staying ahead of them to ensure ongoing compliance and data protection for the solution that we're building. If we think about ethical considerations, there's of course the potential sources of bias within the data that we are bringing forth for performing data quality. The ethics and fairness are absolutely crucial in AI systems. And data bias is a primary concern for us, right? So, of course, incomplete historical data, it can lead to skewed baselines, and bias in the training data can definitely affect our anomaly detection models. We continuously audit and update our training data sets to ensure broad representation. With regards to the solution, there's of course we're using ML, which relies on algorithms, and algorithmic bias is of course another challenge. Our systems may become oversensitive to certain types of anomalies or under-detect issues in less frequently updated data. So the thought is that we use diverse testing datasets and regular model evaluations to mitigate this. Deployment bias is about how our system is then used. Our users could misinterpret anomaly alerts or overly rely on automated checks. I think it is important for us to clearly communicate the system limitations and ensure that there is comprehensive user training. And hopefully, by being aware of these potential biases, we can proactively work with our users, our customers, to minimize the impact of these biases and ensure that there's fair, reliable. For the solution that we're building, we're committed to meeting the key ethical goals of fairness, accountability, and transparency. Let me walk you through what the approach of the solution is. For fairness, we conduct regular audits of detection rates across different data types and sources. The solution also offers customizable sensitivity settings to account for varying data characteristics. And finally, I think we ensure diverse representation in our development and testing teams to bring in multiple perspectives. Accountability is built into the system. We maintain clear audit trails for all detected anomalies and user actions. The ML models and detection algorithms are version controlled. And of course, we conduct regular model performance reviews and updates. If you talk about transparency, transparency is absolutely crucial for trust. We provide detailed documentation on how the solution works. We communicate openly about the capabilities and limitations of the AI and the ML solution, and we give the customers the option to export and review the model decision factors. Hopefully, by focusing on these ethical considerations, we aim to deliver a solution that's not just powerful, but it's also trustworthy and is considered as a responsible solution. Finally, to wrap up, let's just take a look at some of the key points that we've covered. The proposed solution is called Data Guardian. It's a ML-powered automated data quality solution, which is designed to tackle the challenges of the modern data ecosystems. We prioritize user-centric design with the focus on explainability and ease of use. We have strong privacy protection and compliance measures, which are built into every aspect of the solution. We've taken a proactive approach to ethical AI and bias mitigation to ensure that there's fair and reliable results. Looking ahead, our next steps, I would say, are that we be launching a beta testing phase with certain customers to get real-world feedback. Based on the feedback, we'll implement continuous improvements to enhance our solution. And of course, we are looking at exploring advanced features such as predictive data quality analysis and cross-data anomaly detection. And hopefully, we have done enough to help organizations manage their data quality, and we are committed towards the ongoing evolution and improvement of the solution. Thank you very much for your time today, and have a good rest of the day. Cheers.